Can get another one.
Once you made conscious effort to sit down and learn.
Welcome, my name is Obeng Darko. Today I want to talk. Hello, welcome. My name is Obeng Darko. Today I want to share with you the importance of business education, or the importance of entrepreneurship. You know, we live in a country where we don't have a lot of factories, we don't have a lot of businesses, and we are producing a lot of young people, graduates from our universities, and yet we are telling them that when they finish school, they will have jobs. And we have a problem now. We have so many of them who don't have anybody to employ them, and they are still waiting for somebody to give them a job. And so some of them will even go back after the first degree, they will still go back and do second degree. And some of them who didn't complete university will find a way to get to Dubai, Libya, all kind of things in the bid to get job and, you know, salary, money. And what you have to know is that there are so many opportunities in our country. The problem is that we don't have a lot of education on entrepreneurship, especially for those who we send to school, because you spend 4 years in the university and what are they teaching you? There's little on them telling you that you can pick an idea, no matter which idea that is in people need, and build a business around it. The important thing is having the right kind of tools, the right kind of education around it, you know. And to say that I've completed school, I want to enter into this field, and I'll be able to start with the little that I have and be patient and build it over time for it to become a business. There are so many problems that you see in our country. There are so many economic problems. The challenge is that the young people who are looking for a job don't see these problems as economic problems, and they may not even, because if a person is blind, he can see. Until you take that blindness off, the people cannot see. And there is no dangerous blindness than mental blindness, when your mind cannot see, when the eyes of your mind cannot see, as the religious people will put it. So entrepreneurship, really, if you have great work ethics, you become a great entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is about solving problems, you know, solving problems. So when you go to school and even when you're in school and you start to solve problems there, you come out of school and you see that there are so many things around you. There are so many things that you can do in terms of business if you are up to it. You know, if you're up to it, and you know, you can go into agriculture, you can go into construction, you can go into real estate, you can go into retail, you can go into almost everything, fashion, almost every field. And it really does not matter how you start. What is important is that you start anyway. And you may start small. You may start with very little. When you start, it doesn't look nice. You know, it doesn't look nice at all. Your friends are, maybe your friends who had connections will have jobs in the bank, in the telecommunications area, in the oil and gas, construction area, maybe mining area. They will have a car, and you say that you are selling, you are going to produce plantain chips and sell, or you are selling plantain chips in front of your house or on the street. It may not look nice at all, or you want to start to sell bread. They will laugh at you. As a matter of fact, for the first 2-3 years, you may not sit up. And you may not even have nice shoes or nice clothes. Maybe your girlfriend will even leave you because they will say that you're crazy. That's entrepreneurship. You know, your parents will disagree with you. Say that we didn't send you to school so that you complete school, and say that you want to work, you want to start a barbering shop, or you want to have a mechanic shop at Edum, or you want to have you know, whatever that you want to start. You want to start a painting company. They don't know. Or you are in your room doing a lot on the internet. You say no. We didn't send you to school to become a YouTuber. We didn't send you to school to do something on the internet and teach affiliate marketing. No. They will not agree with you. But at the same time, if you want to travel to America, they will welcome it. But they don't know that what you're doing with consistency, it will gather momentum. And with 5 years, 10 years, 20 years time, that thing that you started in your room will be employing a lot of people, and you'll be exponentially rich. You'll be super wealthy if you're learnable, if you're somebody who is committed to learning, if you're somebody who is very positive, if you're somebody who is reliable, if you're somebody who is truthful, if you're somebody who has great work ethics, if you're able to have great vision for the business that you're building. With time you'll be so much successful, and it works. And I think that many of our young people should have this kind of thinking, that yes, I went to school to do agric science, I went to school to do agric engineering, I went to school to do civil engineering, I went to school to read mathematics, social science, psychology. Yes, I'm done. Now I want to do something for myself. It will start with little. I have got to be proud of it. My friends, some of them will laugh at me. It really does not make any difference. I would want to stay with this, and if I complete university 22, 23, I give myself 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I'll become successful. You can start as a real estate agent. You can start anything, services. And if you study money, study how the business is built, you study economy, you will be great. And many of our kind have started like that, and now they have employed people. And those who just had job right away from school now look at you and say that I want to start a business. And when they talk like that, I laugh. I say, you want to start a business? It's tough. And you have to be ready for it. It's tough. Yes, nothing great comes easier to anybody. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of effort. Your friends will be watching football, and you would have to go and deliver the product. Your friends will be buying cars, and you have to put that money back into the business. Your friends will be changing clothes, and you will still have to be putting. You still be happy. You still have to pay salaries. Your friends will be having great weddings, and you have nothing. You may not even have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You could start with selling kinky. You just have to study it. So entrepreneurship is how nations are built, especially because you're not going to have a lot of people who are building big businesses if they are not entrepreneurial. So if you are producing a whole bunch of young people who are just looking for a job, then you have a problem. It means that outsiders will have to come and build businesses to employ them. And when outsiders build business, those who are building businesses are the ones who are going to create wealth. And that's why you will see that if you want to create wealth through politics, there will be corruption. If you want to create wealth through people building churches, there will be corruption. If you're a public servant and you want to create wealth through that, you will be corrupt. But if you want to create wealth through businesses, there's a lot of chance that you can do it and do it well, because then you are doing something that the society wants, and you'll be able to employ more people, and society will pay you for that. So my name is Kwabena Darko. I'm saying that entrepreneurship education is required for a lot of our young people, and you don't have to feel bad that if you are completed school and nobody employs you. If nobody employs you, employ yourself. You don't have to even move to the city. Wherever that you are, you can start something there. There is always an economic opportunity wherever that you are. What is it that you can produce and send to the city? What is it that you can take from the city and send to the village? There are so many things. Now you are even lucky. There is smartphone, there is WhatsApp, there are YouTube pages, there's Facebook. You can build great network everywhere if you put your mind to it. So educate yourself, and if you want to develop as an entrepreneur, you must have a vision, strong vision, that this is what I want to do. It must be beyond the money. You should be able to pull people together, and you should be able to inspire people and work with people. You have to be patient with people. You have to be able to spot opportunities, and you have to be able to spot talent. You have to have great character and be consistent, and you have to be a person who is obsessed with personal development. You always want to develop yourself. You have to educate yourself financially, learn how money is made. You have to know how to sell your ideas, your products, promote yourself. You cannot be shy. You cannot hide, and you have to be somebody who is always encouraging yourself. Encouraging yourself even if you're down. And you cannot let mistakes kill you. Mistakes cannot kill you. And you have to reduce superstition. You have to reduce superstition, and you have to be somebody who thinks critically and who thinks creatively. Innovative thinking. You are always solving problems. You cannot run away from problems. You can't say that, why am I always in business is solving problems. Life is actually about solving problems. So if you run away from problems, you cannot build business. And you have to be somebody who is very much positive, and you're always looking for opportunities. You're always looking for opportunities. And you should not be somebody. And you have to think systematically, and you have to understand how systems and structures are built around the business that you're building. And you don't have to be obsessed with you trying to run away. Run away, I know I'm tired. You have to change your language and speak like a champion, not as a victim. You have to change your language and speak life and hope and positivity. That's how it is built. And you have to understand the market. You understand the culture. Study the culture. Study it and be proud of it. Serve the people with the culture in mind. Serve the people where they are. Very much professional. Study. And you will be shocked what you become with time. And you have to have stamina for this journey. You have to be very resilient. That's why I wrote a book, Resilience. You have to be strong for the journey. It's not for the weak. but everybody can be strong. Everybody can be strong. So my name is Obeng Darko. I'm talking about entrepreneurship education. It has a particular mindset that you have to become an entrepreneur, and there's a particular skill set that you need to become an entrepreneur. So you study that, read that, constantly develop your mind, constantly develop yourself. And we need a lot of your kind. Young people building things, starting farms, building shops, starting all kind of IT firms, financial companies, construction companies, real estate companies, all kind of things over the internet. Study, build. We need a generation that will see business as a tool to develop our continent and our country. And we need you to be very much optimistic and highly informed. Be knowledge driven. Be knowledge driven. So I want to say thank you very much for taking your time to watch this entrepreneurship education or business education. Study it. There are so many resources that are out there that you have to use to build yourself and to build your business. And never be frustrated. If you're tired, go and sleep, drink water, tomorrow get up. And never let mistakes and betrayers stop you from this journey. Continue until you succeed. And there's sure 100% that if you're committed to learning and you're adaptable and you get feedback from the market, wherever that you start, sometimes you can start from A and that A will not make you successful, and B will come out of that. But you will never have had B, you will never have had B if you didn't start with A, So it really does not matter how you start. What it means is that once you start, you will hear what the market wants, and you will be able to weave your way out and become successful. So thank you very much. There are so many opportunities in our country. Everybody else is seeing it except us. There are so many business opportunities. In Ghana, it's business, it's entrepreneurship. If you want to be great, if you want to be financially independent, it's business. They say that it's so difficult. Yes, there are difficulties. There are so many difficulties. Government institutions and all those other guys can worry you, can be problem. But don't raise your energy, raise your strength so high that no matter what they do, those things cannot stop you. Nothing should stop you. If you want to go after any great thing, there will be challenges, there will be problems. Those who succeed will be those who stand after all the challenges have come. That's why you don't let mistakes and betrayals and those things stop you. And don't even stop yourself. Continue to feed your mind, feed yourself, and that's how you overcome the difficulties and the challenges. If you stop becoming better, if you stop growing yourself, if you stop feeding yourself with the right things, then you will give up, then you become weak. But the more you feed your mind, feed yourself, your greatest tool is constantly reading, watching, teaching yourself, learning. That is how you stay with this. That's how you become strong. That's how you continue to fight when everybody else. If you owe out of the business, or did they have problem? Now you have problem because you went to borrow something and it went bad. Don't cry. Go and talk to the people. They can insult you. They can fight you. Don't worry about it. Steady. Continue. Learn from your mistakes and continue to go after the journey. That's how anybody becomes great. Most of the people you see that you admire, some of them have been in businesses for 30 years. Have been in business for 40 years, 50 years. They didn't give up. They have had so many failures and they still did not stop. And that's why they are great today, that you look at them and you admire them. And if you just stop because of one mistake, one error, one pain, one betrayal, then you are not doing good to yourself. So thank you very much for taking your time to watch this entrepreneurship education. Thank you.